Hi friends, this is Vedavyas and welcome to Pragna series of Joy of Growth. This episode is called Explore Your Value System. Before going into the details, I think I should first tell what I mean by values. When I say values, I don't mean the morals, the ethics, and all that stuff. Value means that which you give importance for, and different people have different values. Let me give an example. I was watching this really good movie recently, few days back, called 1917. It's about two British soldiers, Blake and Schofield. So they are on a mission, or they are supposed to deliver a message, and for that they need to cross the enemy territory, like which is a very dangerous place, and they need to go to uh, another part of their army where nearly some 1600 people are there who are about to enter into a trap, and if the message is not delivered, it will be a massacre. So it's very important that they deliver the message, and also Blake's brother is among those 600 people. So for Blake, it's a very important thing. He values it very much, and but Scofield is not so passionate about it. So he was like, okay, let's wait, let's think. But Blake insists, we it's very urgent message, and we need to deliver it. So they go on, and gradually, Scofield, though initially he's not very passionate, he develops a lot of importance for it, especially because seeing how much the Blake values it, and Scofield's importance for his friendship with Blake, so he begins to get committed about the mission. So those are their value systems, and there is a very interesting conversation that happens in their journey. um, Scofield, he won Medal of Honor in the army, and Blake asks him, "Where is the medal?" Then Scofield says, "Oh, I sold it. I sold it for a bottle of wine." So Blake was like, "Oh man, how could you do that? That is so important. If you take that medal and go to your place after the war, everyone respects you immensely." But Scofield was like, I don't know, it's just a piece of ribbon. In this way, different people have different values, and the structure of their values is what is called their value system. And it's very important for you to have a better understanding of the value system. It helps you to set effective goals, and it helps you to overcome procrastination. Procrastination is basically messed up value system and you not knowing about it. And if you want to influence and inspire other people, and you want to do something good for others, then also it's very important that you understand others value system. So for that, I'm going to give you three very important elements to understand and repair value systems. The first one: are your values in sync with your needs? What do you mean by that? Let me give you an example. Sometime back, presently I'm a life coach, but that was a time when I was aspiring to become one, and I was learning various things about it. So I had this perception in mind that if I have to do something like this, I need to be a very talkative person. I need to involve with others and do variety of things. So all these things were there in my mind, but uh, but that didn't suit me. I could feel that, but I was pushing myself hard. Then I read this article by Robin Sharma, where he says that he's an introvert, and he doesn't like going out and involving with all these people. So it was very shocking for me. So Robin Sharma is an inspiration for me. So the work he does, his speeches, his workshops, all these things. So um, he telling that he's an introvert actually surprised me. So then I understood, okay, a person can do all this stuff of giving life coaching and all this, and still can have a very uh, time for himself. So then I began to spend more time with myself, and it was very difficult thing initially, because as I understand it, there is this whole perception in a lot of people that an effective person is one who is very talkative. He just goes and mingles with everyone. He's always around the people. So this kind of perception is there, that that kind of guy is an effective guy. So, going against it, spending time with myself, and I even began to, go to eating places alone, going to movies alone. It's not like I don't go with other people, but when I feel like going all by myself, I was doing that, and this one thing has helped me immensely. So most of my creative ideas, most of my joyful moments are when I'm alone. And also, I like spending time with other people when I think it's required, when I think I can add value to other people. So the point I want to tell you is, I was valuing something else based on external factors, but I was not in sync with my own needs previously. But once when I synced my values and my needs, something beautiful started to happen. Okay, that is the first one. Let's go to the second one. Value hierarchy. Person has a lot of values, and there is a hierarchy for that. So not everyone uh, values family over work. So person may have a first importance to work, then family, then movies, then friends. Another person may have the most important thing as spirituality, and then family, and then money. So different people have different hierarchy of needs, and it's very important for you to understand that your own hierarchy and others hierarchy. And for this I actually came up with an interesting game. Let's call it values game. So this is how you play it. So you go to your friend or spouse or parent, or go to this person and tell them this way: I want you to think about your top three values. Explain them what a value means. So you ask them, what are your top three values? Don't tell me. You think in your mind. So once you're done listing down these three values, I'll tell you what your three values are, and let's check whether I'm correct or not. So this is a very interesting activity actually. So one thing is, they get clarity about their values, and you get clarity about what you think are their values, and then you can actually see whether they're matching or not, and then ask the other person also to do the same way. This gives you a lot of clarity. Sometimes you'll be surprised. And so sometime back I was playing this game with my friend, and I asked her this. So she came up with these values, and then I told her, okay, your three values are this, and she was surprised. I told all the three values correctly. I don't remember exactly. I think it's something like uh, her spiritual sadhana, and then family, and then friends. So she was surprised. How could you say that? And I was like, uh, the reason why you are doing various things the way you are doing is because this is your hierarchy of values. So this determines almost everything that you do. And yeah, you understanding the other person is an important thing, and this helps you tremendously. You understanding the hierarchy of values. And okay, let's go to the third one: synchronization of values. It is a very important thing. So what actually happens with a lot of people is, various things that they value are conflicting. So maybe a person values money, but he also has a lot of stuff in his mind that if the money increases in his life, maybe he's gonna lose his spirituality, or maybe his friends start to hate him. So his value is conflicting with other values in his life. So this leads to what is generally called as self-sabotage. So when your values are in conflict, you begin to obstruct your own growth. You either consciously or subconsciously start beginning to do a lot of messy things in your life. So it's very important that your values are synchronized. A very good example I can give for this is, uh, let's talk about this incredible man called Osho. And if you have anything against about him, or if you don't like him, it's okay. I too used to hate him at some point of time. So uh, it's okay if you don't like that person, but let's focus on a certain point that he told, or certain aspect of his work. He tells that his entire mission is Zorba the Buddha. So he wants to bring the Buddha and the Zorba together. What he meant by that is, Buddha represents the consciousness, the spirituality, and Zorba, it's a Greek character which represents the materialistic way. So chilling life, enjoying, so all these things. So uh, he says that a lot of people have this conflict within them, that they think if you are a spiritual person, you cannot enjoy life, you should not be materialistic, and if you are a materialistic person, you cannot have the spirituality in your life. But that is what he wanted to synchronize in the world, that he wanted to bring these two aspects. And I think it's an extraordinary thing. So in this way, different people have different conflicting aspects in them. So some people have conflict between happiness and wealth, somehow between spirituality and work, about individual work and society work. So all these things are there. And a very important aspect of my work is to synchronize all these things. I have done a lot of work studying and researching and experimenting, and uh, teaching people about how to synchronize various conflicting areas in their own life. So it's an important part in my trainings, which I give in the form of one-to-one coaching and workshops and various other ways. So if you're interested, you can take the training. And okay, so a very important thing that I'm planning to do in the coming days is to conduct sessions uh, for children in the schools, because I think if like my mission is all about developing a culture of growth and transformation, and the best place to do that is in schools, when the children, when they are very tender. And my main focus would be on developing growth mindset. So I don't know whether you know about growth mindset. So there is this growth mindset and fixed mindset. Growth mindset, it's about thinking that a person can grow his abilities, his intelligence, and all these things. So they are not fixed, which the fixed mindset people think. So growth mindset is the person can grow, and research shows that it's a very like extensive research. So not just theory. Research shows that the people who have this growth mindset keep doing excellent stuff. So I want to bring this culture into the children. If you are involved in any school, or if you know any school, so please let me know, and let's do it. So all the best, guys. Namaste.